so here is our next lesson. Ready or not, here we go. So now we're going to get into adding integers. So we can use the number line in the idea of counting up. Remember, counting up are positive numbers. And counting down, negative. Remember that a positive is counting up and a negative is counting down. Counting up -4 is the same as the opposite of counting up 4, and it also means counting down 4. All right, so let's see what we got here. So you might want to use different colored pencils or just kind of follow, maybe use like 2 paper clips or something to start marking. So this is telling me I'm starting at 4, and I'm counting up positive, I'm counting up 3. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so that would equal 7. Now, hopefully, you guys were able to do that and remember from, probably about first grade. So over here, I'm going to start at 2. Counting up is positive 3. 1, 2, 3. So that would put me at 5. Okay, well, now I can start at 5, count up 1. This now tells me to count up 4 more. And I end up at 10. Okay, so far so good. So now let's see what we got going on. So now I'm going to take, this tells me to start at -4. This says count up, but it's a -3. So count up -3, well that really means, right, these are going to cancel each other out. So I'm going to start, I'm not going to count up -3, I'm going to count down 3. So that would put me at -7. Okay, let's try this next one. This tells me to start at -2. This means, so this tells me to start by counting up, but then a negative means I really have to go the opposite direction. So I'm going to do down 1, 2, 3, -5. Okay, let's try this next one. Start at -5. Count down -1, count down 3. And I end up at -9. Right, we're going to get to some rules. I know some of you are all about wanting rules, and that's okay. But again, we need to kind of be able to visualize what's happening, and it's always nice to have more than one way to be able to do a problem. All right, so this says 4. That's where I'm starting. Now we have to go count down 2. 1, 2. So that put me at 2. Okay. Oops, sorry, I needed to do this. Here I'm going to start at -5. This tells me to add, I'm going to count up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That puts me at +2. Okay, let's try another one. So now I'm going to start at -3. This is a +8 and then a +2. So I'm going to keep counting up for positives. So -3, I'm going to count up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I have to do 2 more. 1, 2. And that put me at 7. Seems a little weird. Let's see what we can do with this next set. So now I have -9. -9. +6 means I'm going to count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gives me -3. Then I'm going to start at -10. This one tells me this is a positive, so I'm going to count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I end up at -6. Well, I wonder if it changes if I have to count down. So let's see, if I start at 3, this is a negative number, so that means I have to count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, -7. All right, so we're going to take and we're going to kind of see, what I want you to do is see if you can take a look at these and see, is there some way that I can summarize these into rules? All right, that's what I want to be able to do. Can I summarize these into rules? Try this at home, right? These are your like integers. These are your unlike examples. Okay, and we're going to see if we can do put them into rules. We'll talk about them tomorrow in class so that we make sure that everybody has them has it together. All right, let's try some. Oh, nope, I guess that's actually it. So we're going to summarize that up together. I want you to think about that. See if you can take what we did and instead of having to do counting up and counting down, can you go through and figure out some rules for what's actually happening here? Okay, any questions? As always, bring them to class the next day, and I hope you have a good night.